Welcome in everyone. We are back to playing Dragon Age the Veilguard by Bioware and Electronic Arts. We finished character creation last time and got into the beginnings of the story, and now it is time to figure out what in the world is going on because we are in the Fade. What in the world? Let us figure out what is going on. Here we are at the library table where we need to gather the team. We have opened up the music room over here with Rook by completing a puzzle that was outside in the courtyard. We have spoken with both Harding and Nave, trying to figure out what in the world is going on, but we seem to be in the lighthouse of the Dread Wolf himself. This is his lighthouse. This is his structure and all of its gigantic glory floating in the middle of the Fade. Just out here, just floating about in pieces. We're gonna be doing some base building in this game. Didn't I open this box? I was sure I opened this box. Nope, I did not. Look at that. I have opened it now. Haha. Excuse me. So yeah, we've got some base building to do to fix this place up. For sure. For sure. It is time to call a meeting of the team and figure out what we're going to do.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
He was in the Fade. He invaded my dream, to be sarcastic and spicy, or we can be stubborn. He was in my head. So remember, he did tell us how he was talking to us in our dream. He is locked elsewhere in the Fade. But because we had shed some of our blood... Ooh, let's get this back to where it needs to be. Because we had shed some of our blood at the ritual site that he was doing, he was able to make a tenuous connection with us and give us some exposition about how badly we fucked up. So here we are. I've been doing thumbs up answers. I'm like a nice person, so he was in the Fade.
Sorry, it was while I was unconscious. Solus appeared in my dream.
Really? I'm glad you're alright.
From what I saw, he's trapped in the Fade now. Not here, but some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
He said our connection wasn't strong enough for him to do that. He could only reach me because I bled at the ritual site when I got banged up.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Of course he's not. Stop quibbling over terms. He's a terrifying god. We could be very upset. Or, we can do the elven answer. So this is where our race, does come into play, is that we have an answer that we wouldn't have otherwise, under the moor. I'm gonna actually use the elven answer. My gods were dangerous.
The gods of my people were incredibly powerful. I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains. So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual, and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgernon and Gillenane, 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
By now, what's the difference? He made the Fade and was trying to destroy it. That's god-level stuff. Good enough for me. I mean, yeah. Welcome in, Nashi, by the way. Welcome in. Glad to see you. So we could be sad about this. Their escape is our fault. They're stronger than Solus. We could be afraid. They're worse than Solus. We could be sarcastic. Or they're ours to kill. We could be stubborn. We were sad about Varric getting hurt. But we do know that the ancient elven gods were very scary, terrifying things. So fear might be the better reaction here, or the more responsible reaction here. Or we could hide behind sarcasm when we are upset. Of course, Nashi. I warmly welcome everyone who comes in, because you're all my friends, and you're wonderful. 4. He's afraid of them. We should really be keeping our heads down and being as sneaky as possible. Welcome in, Winterberry. Lovely to see you. We got a 2-to-1 deal here, and Solus was bad enough. Oh, thank you, Trav, for hugging everybody. I love how wonderful and happy and kind my chat is. I am so glad that I taught Nightbot how to share hugs. I don't... I think... I'm between sarcasm and fear, because sarcasm is a really great way to hide what else you're feeling, especially when your emotions get really deep and complex. We're not sad about their escape. That was not something that we would have known to predict in that moment, so, you know, regretting that decision is not necessarily the right call, at least from the way I've been playing this character so far. Being afraid of other elven gods being up to cheeky nonsense absolutely is valid. We could be stubborn, because we're kind of now the default, like, they're looking to us for leadership for some reason. Although we're all kind of in this meeting as equals at the moment. But Varric was the party leader, and he's injured, and he kind of has, in his own way, said, you can do this. It's up to you now. Not in so many words, but he's implied that in any case. So we could just be very stubborn about this. But I actually think that, at least for me, sarcasm is my reaction to this. Yeah, they're worse than Solus.
Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elgernon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
And here is a choice. Who do we side with? when it comes to things you don't understand, learning what you're up against so you can better combat it, even though it takes more time and can get people killed, is oftentimes the correct decision. It's what we do in real life with, like, murder investigations and stuff. We try to find out what the truth is to put the right person away. And in this case, we try to find out the truth is so that we know how to put this thing down. Or contain it, or whatever. Make it stop. So investigation is smart here, but at the same time, the longer we wait, the more people will die. The longer we dick around trying to figure it out, the more people will die. But the more likely we are also to get killed in the process. We have, in this short, early part, sided with Knave at least once already, much to Harding's chagrin. So, at this point, what is the right call? To act or to investigate? How many will get hurt or killed if we spend time investigating? Lots. How many will get hurt or killed if we're too dead to do anything? Lots. It's a stupid question. Yeah, but it is also the priorities of two very different women, Trav. Like, Harding has always been an action girl. She's always been boots on the ground. Let's go get something done. That isn't to say that she's never investigated anything. In Inquisition, she was very much